This should be a fantastic finish to the Sunbelt football season as we battle for the trophy and crown a champion of the Sunbelt Conference right here today. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. As a design quarterback keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
On the return, it's Toppins. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Offense operating from the pistol. They're going to run it here. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, they go right back to him.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
He breaks free. He's going to pull it down and run. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for a touchdown himself.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? The short completion of the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. The Georgia State offense on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
First down, looking to throw the football. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Louisiana. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Toppins. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? Can they pick up the first on the ground? He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do easy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting his ball into the end zone, but comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Trying to extend the play. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, the football's fumbled. And the offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The Raging Cajuns will have to punt this one away. And he's able to get the boot away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Panthers offense back out there now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The important third down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Try and muscle for the first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
On the run, going to heave it downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, that one's picked off. Physical run breaks through a tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the 1st down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Raging Cajuns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The Georgia State offense on the field now. Time running out here in the 1st half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Nice grab. It's Payne. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this pass is on target. Caught. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Touchdown, Panthers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up. Oh, the ball comes loose. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. Off the play fake on 1st down. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. Short throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down after that previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Stiff arms the man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Now, juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Makes a quick grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on fourth down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Fights through the tackler. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Panthers offense back out there now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Makes a nice move there. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
35, Louisiana, 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll toss it to the right side. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Throws to the tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The offense now operating in the red zone. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the offense just takes a knee here. Back-to-back losses sets up a 3rd and goal here. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Special seasons have a way of leading to games like this, and we can now